Whoa! Hold up there, I'm playing Minecraft? Ladies and gentlemen, I unfortunately have to say that Doomathon has finally ended. In total, I have enjoyed the Doom games. I'd rate the Doom series definitely a 9.5 out of 10. I like it. Does this mean I'll never stream Doom again? Nah. It's just, remember, you gotta realize, I've been streaming Doom for a straight 10 days. That's a third of a month. Actually, 11 days, so almost 2 weeks. So I'm gonna take a break. I've been wanting to play Minecraft for a while. Yup, Oliver's like, I'm not insulting you, Oliver's like, yes, finally, no more gore and violence. He is playing Minecraft. This is my chance. I know it. I know Oliver's really happy right now. I'm playing Minecraft. It's okay, buddy. I'm gonna play a little bit more Minecraft for a little bit. Right there. One baby zombie. That's it. All gone. One baby zombie is all it takes. So, guys, I have to announce something huge for a video in the future, but it's going to be far future. I will be making a giant video, and it's going to be about, it might not be interesting to you, but it's interesting to me, about coin mintage. And I'm not like, you know, like the history of the mintage of every single coin. I'm not just talking about dimes. I'm talking half cents. I'm talking 2-cent pieces, 3-cent pieces. I'm talking freaking 20-cent pieces. Yes, the United States has made coins that have denoted 20 cents, 3 cents, 2 cents, even gold eagles, like a quarter, half, full, and double eagle. All the way from 1793 to 2026. I don't know. However, here's the bad news about the project. This video could be coming in 2027 because I want to do, not wondering why 2027? I want to do the coins up to 2026 because if you don't know, 2026 is going to be a very special year. The United States is going to experience its semi-quincentennial, which in English means that the United States on January 4th of 2026 will be the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Basically, America is going to be a whopping 250 years old. So I want to get a semi-quincentennial mintage video. However, here's the problem. It's going to take this website, I know, a little bit of time to acquire the data. See me? So the video will probably be released in mid to late 2027, maybe even early 2028 if it's delayed. Hell, Trump may not be president by the time I release this video because it takes so much time to get the mintage data in. I mean, this website has 2023 data. Actually, I'm like saying that's a lot. Nah, it's not. I mean, 2024 is not over yet. We don't know how many pennies, quarters, dimes, nickels, half dollars, and dollar coins they've made. If they still make, yeah, they still make dollar coins. Just not too many of them. Okay, I think I know what I was doing in my last episode. I was starting to dig out the clay. Yo, what's up? We need a Thorns 3 villager, I think. I couldn't resist. I had to get these villagers. No, you gave me, you said a shield on my heart. You said shield on my heart. I thought you just said I'm Cat Cuber here. I'm like, oh God, no. Like, no, please don't. Like, again, I don't want to be rude, but oh, thank goodness. You know, actually, no, I do mean to be rude. He said he said some racist shit about me. I don't care about his feelings anymore. Apparently, according to Hunter, he said some racist shit about me. I'm like, how is it? How bad is it? What happened to Cat Cuber? Well, guess what? He openly admitted he likes pissing people off, and he likes pissing me off. He kept spamming, and I told him to stop, and he didn't. He didn't listen to me. He kept disobeying everything I said for him to stop doing. So guess what? I got rid of him. And it's gonna sound mean, but guess what? He preaches how he's a friend. A true friend doesn't push other people over the edge. That's not what friends do. He pushed me over the edge, and it was... You apologized because you thought he was innocent. You thought he was very nice, but you know what? I don't want to try to blow everything out of proportion, but I realized that underneath that layer, he was hiding something, and it was vile. Not hated taking... What? I'm sorry, it doesn't make sense. Because, basically, I think he got pissed because I told him that we need to go our separate ways, which I'm like... I literally tried to become, like, defriend him in the most nicest way ever. I'm like, dude. And yes, I know I yelled. I wasn't yelling at him. Well... Diverse? What do you mean? What do you mean he's diverse and being mean to you? That does not make sense. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Like literally 99.99% of the interactions that we've had are on YouTube streams. So if anybody's like, oh my god, you're probably wrong, go in the past month of my streams, maybe even 2. Ever since very late Phantom Forces is when he started to show up. Every interaction, or damn near every interaction, is public. The only thing that's not public are the comments where we talk to each other, which is very uncommon. And it's uncommon because basically, when I banned him, it removed those comments, and it removed my replies to his comments. So they're erased. So unfortunately, unless someone's able to go back to the Wayback Machine, they're gone. Like, little bro literally kept asking if he could say the N-word. I sat down and I was contemplating myself. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, maybe he's not racist. Maybe he's just saying racist to get us fight. No, like, he literally asked to say the N-word. I'm like, dude, no. I don't want to get terminated. And you know what? I have to say this. And I have to say this coming from a person who, literally, I am a live and breathe, like, pro-diversity and shit. Listen, you know what? I don't want to get too controversial here, and I don't think I will be. Is that I despise it when people literally, like they say that, you know, god damn it, how do I say it? Okay, now, before I say what I'm about to say, please take it and notice this right now. I have literally no grudge against any certain, like, protected group, okay? I made it clear on my channel. I don't really mind who you are, okay? Everybody's welcome. But here's the thing I really don't like, right? Oh, shoot. Give me a second, guys. Come on. How much are we talking about? Probably. Okay, so when I say this, please guys, I'm not being rude. Hear me out. I hate when people think that when darker skinned people are like hating against lighter skinned people, and they say it's not racist. Now here's the thing. Racism goes both ways. If a white person is discriminating against a black person because of their skin color, that's racist. However, if a black person is discriminating against a white person because of their skin color, it's also racist. It's by definition racist. It goes all ways. It's not just, white people being racist. Anybody can be racist. Anybody can hit anyone. And that's why I feel like some people probably say, like, because the reason I say this is because, I looked at his YouTube channel, he has darker skin, and there's no problem with that. But I'm afraid if somebody's saying, you can't be racist, anybody can be racist, okay? And that's a stigma people need to stop and get rid of, because it just invalidates other people's suffering. And no, I'm not one of those people like, oh my god, white people are bullshit. No, that shit's degenerate. Alright, that's not what I'm going on about. Alright, the point I'm trying to make here is that I'm afraid someone's gonna look at him and think he's not racist when he was according to Hunter. If what Hunter is saying is true, he is racist. I mean, we can literally mess around with. Oh, honestly, I don't think so. I think Kaka Steve is gone. I think he tried to make a comment. He literally made a comment and tried to make it in my account. Hunter is that one guy with the triangle face. You probably know him, right? You probably talk to each other. But here's the thing, okay? The give or take, the end of the day, anybody can be a piece of shit. It's not a specific race, gender, or age, or whatever. No, anybody can be discriminatory. There are no limits to hate, unfortunately. Especially in this world that we live in. But here's the thing, right? Like, putting 1 + 2 together, I think, honestly, he is racist. I mean, he's asking to say the hard R in chat, which I'm like, dude, no, you may not say that. Okay. Yeah, please don't talk about that show. I want to get into it. I don't want to hear anything about it. Dude, it's cracked. I've heard it's actually cracked. Even a banker said she liked watching Gravity Falls. She's like 20 and 30 years old or something. I don't know. I went to a bank and it had like favorite TV shows, and one of the banker's TV shows that she liked was Gravity Falls. Excuse me. But unfortunately, what I've come to realize at the end of the day is that whether we like to hide it or not, even though he is a kid, it appears that Cat Huber is a racist, gaslighting, manipulative person. At the end of the day, what he wanted to do is he wanted to troll and be a piece of shit. And I told him to stop. He didn't want to stop, because I don't mind people joking. But honestly, when I tell you to stop, you need to stop. Because at the end of the day, it's my chat, my rules. If you got, and I know it sounds harsh, you guys don't like it, go. And then there's no problem with it. If you don't like my rules, that's alright. Everybody really needs to realize that you need to follow other people's expectations, okay? At the end of the day, not only am I upholding the chat policy of my own community, I'm upholding the chat policy of YouTube's TOS, okay? I remember when I have falsely gotten struck. What do you mean we can discuss rules at a different time? What prompted you to say that? But ever since I've gotten, I know he's confirmed at least 11 years old. Because he told me it was his 11th birthday, and going off of what he looks like from his channel, I can conclude he probably is 11. But even though he's a kid, he shouldn't be allowed to say that. Just because he's a kid doesn't mean he should be able to harass me. That's just not okay. I shouldn't be able to harass him, and he shouldn't be able to harass me. He needs to learn himself some manners. And honestly, if CatCuber, if you're hearing this, I really hope... I don't hope anything bad happens to you. I don't. Here's what I hope happens to you. Is that one day you realize what you are doing and what you did to me is just not correct. It's not appropriate. And I hope if you are listening to this, you need to mature. Okay? Now, I'm not saying... I'm immature, right? Right? I laugh at immature jokes and shit, right? But... as a famous college teacher would have said, know when you're crossing informal and impolite. Oh my gosh, YouTube. Okay guys, I have to say this. I am so upset because on my Java world, I created a quadruple spider XP farm. It would literally generate enough levels to get from 0 to 30 within only less than 15 minutes or something. Probably 5 actually, if you left it on and AFK'd at the farm. It had 5, but yeah. Honestly, I don't think I can do that on my PlayStation. Honestly, I'm definitely gonna have to. I'm thinking about, going in and starting to make it where it filters words. If you don't know, oh, we got one. Kill the one without the rotten flesh. You know why? Zombies that hold things don't despawn. Say what again? I remember when I had a friend and we had this one world and these husks held a bunch of blocks and they would never despawn. I don't know what I was saying. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know what I'm saying. I say stuff and stop like that, like I found a villager. Can't get me. Can't get me. Oh, there is a thing on YouTube where you can actually make it where it censors out words. I'm probably gonna have to tinker with that. The problem is, I just don't like to censor way too much, honestly. But honestly, I don't want hateful shit being said in my chat. This world's already negative in a way. I don't want to add on to it. It's so stupid. Who cares about all our political beliefs or physical beliefs? Let's just shut the hell up and get along with each other, which we are right now. We're getting along. Let's keep it that way. All I ask. I don't want to be one of those positivity Karens, but honestly, if we put the energy that we put into negativity into actually doing something more productive and actually good for society, our lives would be so much better. I'm just saying. Yeah, no kidding. Man, imagine if everybody put their effort that they put into hatred into exploring the ocean. If they did that, we would have explored the ocean by now. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't care. Man, what really drove me over the edge, the fact that he's I was yelling, he's like, oh, you're making it worse. Yeah, I was making it worse, guys. Heaven forbid I, defend myself. Heaven forbid I, stand up for myself when somebody's being a jerk. You know what? I have to say this. And if you're a kid listening to this, and you're like kind, probably like this cringe guy here, like he actually sounds like a pretty good guy, He sounds like a really friendly guy. No kidding, he did. But I'm gonna be completely honest. Kids, like 12-year-olds, probably like, hell, just all kids, like Gen A, probably what I think he is. Gen Alpha kids need to learn some freaking respect. I'm gonna be honest with you. Kaka Steve is just straight up a pred. Like he literally tried to, what's up? Honestly, goodness gracious, what else is it? Hey look, there's 18 emeralds. I can actually perfectly make 2 cubes. Honestly, I'm not hurt about what the things he said to me. I'm more hurt from the fact that I defended him, and I was his friend, and I actually stood up for him, and he stabbed me in the back. That's evil. I don't care who you are, that's evil. The fact you can just be friends with somebody and stab him in the back like a complete asshat. That's just straight up evil, dude. Luckily, I've been stabbed in the back way too many times. Oh no. Well, if it's not Gen Alpha, I swear kids nowadays are just little shits. And no, YouTube, that's not me being, like, hateful towards them. I'm saying they can be, yeah. But I make rude comment. And I'm gonna be honest, like, Dylan Cope and Cringe, you guys don't seem like you're that bad. I'll try not to. And that's not me trying to be, like, mean. I just have bad memory. Like, I have good memory when it comes to some things. Right there. Right there. Right there, Oliver. Right there. You nailed it. You nailed the hammer on... oh, my God. You nailed the... nail... You want to know why you aren't bad? Because you have these things called good parents. Your parents probably didn't put you in front of an iPad for 24 hours a day. Honestly, I'm not going to hide it. I was an iPad kid. You know what, honestly? Yeah, I agree with you. You are 100% correct. Kids only do what their parents do. It's true. Sometimes kids can deviate, like I deviate. I'm a little bit like my parents, but I'm a bit different. Honestly, yeah, that I kind of agree. I actually do agree with that. Not kind of. I actually agree with that. Like, for example, good kids with good parents, they raise good kids. But sometimes kids that are raised in like really terrible situations get mentally scarred, and sometimes sometimes just do horrible things. And now, that's not every kid, right? Like, if you're mentally scarred, you're not gonna go and become a criminal. Like, that doesn't always happen, if you get where I'm going. Everybody's different. But the thing is that we need to realize that kids are mirrors. Kids are mirrors, especially if they're parents. Like, if you put a kid in front of me right now, and you let me spend, like, about 30 minutes with that kid, I could probably tell what their parents are like. It's just simple. It's biology. At the end of the day. Simple biology. What's that word called? Shoot. I don't know, like paleontology or something? Like the study of human behavior? I don't know. Okay, I don't care what anybody says, we need Thorn's 3 villager. honestly, I mean, like, I do agree with that. The kids are a problem. Or that the parents can be the problem. Honestly, yeah, I agree with you. I do agree with you. For example, I kind of want to become a maintenance person. My dad's maintenance. He did 20 years of maintenance. He worked 20 years maintenance. Now I'm moving on to maintenance as well. Except for I'm gonna be fixing turbines, not the bottom of buildings. And, okay, now here's what I was thinking to myself a couple nights ago about CatCuber, is that, before I get into this, I want to quickly say, I am not a psychologist. I do not have any PhD or anything in psychology, so I'm not a professional psychologist. I might be an armchair psychologist, whatever. So take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt, as I am wrong, and if I'm wrong, I won't defend it. But I feel like CatCuber might be showing symptoms of... How does that sound? Of possible psychopathy, a disregard for human emotions, a lack of empathy, and a desire to basically drive people insane. Shows possible symptoms of psychopathy. I don't know. Again, I'm not saying he has it. I have absolutely no proof he does have it. I'm not going to preach he does. I'm saying it's a possibility, just from personal experience and simple research. Again, not a licensed professional, and I can be very wrong. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. Being on the spectrum, I grew up a lot around iPads, okay? I was an iPad kid. However, when I grew up, we had Minecraft, frickin' Terraria. Like, I'd say, like, I literally purchased Minecraft for the first time in my life on the 18th of December of 2012. 12, by the way. I've been playing Minecraft longer than CatCuber was alive. Let that sink in. But honestly, here's the problem, is that nowadays modern kids are growing up on TikTok. They're growing up on shorts. And shorts aren't a problem by themselves, but if they're consumed at the rate that these kids are doing it, it's going to lead to ADHD-like symptoms, is what professionals are saying. And it's scary. Dude, I got Terraria and I couldn't beat it for like 2 or 3 years. Stupid zombie. I don't either. I don't understand why people are just so spiteful. $16? Oh. No, that's weird. I feel like fortune doesn't, like, affect it. I have been studying. I can't find a correlation between fortune and melon production. There is a correlation between carrot and production and all that stuff. You are not going to be a cleric. Or you just take a pickaxe with fortune on it. It literally does not matter. Okay. I swear, if I have to break... Oh, gosh. Anyway, I'm not sorry when I say this. I'm glad that Cat Cuber's out of my life. I'm much happier. I am much more content. And I'm very just calm. I'm very glad he's gone. Like, I'm not, like, as in, like, he's just not in my hair anymore. I mean, every time he asks me one of those, like, questions. Power 3 or mending. Okay. I'm honestly an Infinity fan. But the only problem with Infinity is your bow is going to die. It is not a matter of usually if, it's when, if you just use it until death. Unless you, like, stop using it at the end of its lifespan for, like, a trophy reason. Yeah. I don't think he's gonna change because he has no bed. Honestly, I like mending a bow, but honestly, I hate carrying arrows. If you literally watch me, if you know me, I'm a hoarder in video games. I literally love to hoard things. Thorns 3 is our book we need to target. That's Thorns 2 double book. Okay guys, so a mini announcement. In December, like mid-December, I will most likely take a break. Because I have to take my finals. The Armor and Creative. When he leave his world, he suddenly died. You wanna know something that sucks? If you think that's bad, wait till you hear my story. I AFK'd on a block of water, like this, right? 1 block deep. And then when I was AFKing, a drowned hit me off, and I fell into water and drowned with a full set of max netherite. I mean, literally max netherite. Every enchantment in the book except for quick sneak and soul speed on it. Yeah, before ancient cities were added a little bit. Yeah, I was pissed. I was so livid. Luckily, due to how good that world was, I got my armor back within like 2 hours. So guys, what are your finals gonna look like? Cause my finals gonna be a little bit interesting. I have to wire up an apparatus. Check this thing out. It's an older version of the machine I use. This is an Amatrol M85 MT5. This is a motor control system, and I learned with it. So basically, you see those little like red little plug-in holes right there? Those are little lead slots, and they have these leads, and they have like little tiny male tips on the end of them, where you plug them into that machine slots, and you wire up a motor. Now, you know how, did you learn about cute viewers? Did you learn about simple DC? Nope, because guess what? I'm learning about three-phase. And guess what? Three-phase wiring it sucks. I-ready test next year, and it's like a normal exam. Holy shit, I hate SAT SAT is the bane of my existence. So here's what one looks like with the leads in. So you can see like the leads are kind of like plugged in the holes, and you have to wire this thing up very perfectly or else you could screw it up. That is the diagram I have to do. This is my final, right here, chat. I have to wire this up. Luckily, I have to wire it on the terminal. I have to wire each one of these three. It's like that's a motor, that's an overload, that's a relay coil, that's a coil actuated. That is a always on. Is CatCuber is your friend before? Yeah. Yeah, he was my friend. I have to wire up a motor system. So the good thing about one of my finals is that most likely I'll go in and I'll do it and I'll be done. Another final is I'm doing it gradually. So I'm doing a portion of my final every single week for this one class, and then after that, when I turn it, it's done. So my finals are gonna go relatively quickly this year. I'll probably be done very quickly. Exactly. I feel so bad for my cousin. They don't let him eat dyes because they think they're super bad. I know that's controversial. They literally, like, are very protective over that, and they barely let him hang out with me. Because the electronic bad. Parents, if anybody's listening to this, parents, if you're gonna give your kid an iPad, just don't download YouTube or TikTok. Get them to play Minecraft. Because just think, at least if they're playing Minecraft, they're channeling their creativity, right? Or download puzzle games. You know, I know kids are gonna be like, oh, you're boring. What's that one Chinese game I play I love? Mojang or whatever? Yes, you are. Oh. 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 Oh, I wish I... Wait, hold on. They are so strict. Little bro, where are you? Where's my mending dude? Oh! Ah, that hurts. I have mending already. I'll give it up. Now, chat, clip that. I'm gonna regret it here in about a couple weeks, months. Ready? I'm gonna regret it. I'm gonna be like, wow, I'm a stupid idiot. Why did I do that? On my other world, I have like 100 cured villagers. If you're gonna ask how, well, guess what? When you have COVID and you can't do anything for a straight 2 weeks, yeah, you go get yourself some golden apples, you cure some villagers. We got it. Confirm. Lock. Lock it. Lock it. Yep, confirm. Lock. Lock. And it's only for 8 emeralds, too. Let's go. Hells yes. Oh, yes. We got it. I still cannot wait for Subnautica 2. Subnautica 2 is going to be a banger. Ooh, you know what? That lightning bolt? Chat, have you ever heard of something called a super bolt? Oh man. Super bolts are 1 in 1,000 lightning bolts that are rarely ever photographed. They are hundreds of times more powerful than your traditional lightning strikes and can produce hundreds of millions of volts of energy. Having you know, with this, if he's like, please tell me he's not a kid. Please tell me he's not a kid. I actually remember going into my high school, and there was somebody who was pregnant in like the senior or junior year. Like, how? Listen, dude. If you want to do that, I mean, go ahead. But here's the thing. Wait till you're, like, frickin' in your 20s, dude. Come on! You know what? Sideline? As a veterinarian, my sister hates this when it happens. It's a stereotype of what pet people do sometimes. Oh, my dog's been vomiting, his right leg is broken, and he keeps having seizures. And, yeah, after about a month of that, we decided to take him in. Like, that's a thing it's like a stereotype of what sometimes pet owners will do. Not all, it's like a very rare percentage. Like, have a dog that's like suffering for like a straight week, and it's like, huh, time to bring it in after like 7 weeks or a couple weeks of it suffering. What? Do you mean like addictions? I have all respect for veterinarians. Veterinarians are amazing. They're expensive, but they're very, very good people. Did you know that the suicide rate of a veterinarian is 3 times higher? Mm-hmm. You're not wrong. The suicide rate is 3 times higher for a veterinarian than a normal person. And yes, you are not wrong. As a horse owner, if you do not like paying veterinarian bills, do not get a horse. They are expensive. If one thing goes wrong with them, it's not good. Like, we're talking thousands of dollars just to let them stay at a hospital. Don't get me wrong, horses are amazing pets, but they're expensive. Well, they really eat grass, right? But the problem is that they're expensive in veterinarian bills. I think I heard. What? Dude, we had a horse one day. I don't know how it happened, but it tried to poke its head through the fence and it got stuck and it got shocked for about like an hour. We have like 3. Surely it's gotta do something. And if it's useless, then it might be what we call an evolutionary dead end. That's a stonesmith. You know, technically horses are standing on their middle fingers. They used to have multiple toes, but they're over evolution. Their toes almost practically fused into one single toe. The fact that it got 69 is amazing. Oh, I think I've heard about that. I think if your appendix ruptures, it's really painful. A small finger-shaped pouch of tissue that's attached to the large intestine in the lower right abdomen. It is a non-essential organ, but its exact function is unknown. But it does contain specialized tissue that can produce antibodies. See, look, it does something, but it's an exact function. I don't think it says we don't know. But you can live without it. Unknown, but may have produced antibodies. Yeah, it says non-essential. Appendix can inflame, pain in lower right abdomen, upset stomach and vomiting, loss of appetite, fever and chills, trouble having bowel movement, loose stool, trouble passing gas, swollen belly. That is all I'm reading are symptoms of that. Honestly, now you say that, I almost want to get mine removed. Hell. I'm not saying I prioritize people in chat, you know, saying stuff, like, as, like, 100%, like, you know, I should do it, but honestly, if this thing's useless and it can rupture and cause me pain, get that little asshole out of my body. Get it out. Huh, do they sell? I wonder if you can, like, sell them for, like... Actually, I don't know if they even sell at all. I'm not saying black market, but, like, sometimes I've heard you can get organs sold. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, it says that it may produce antibodies. But it's like, yeah, why are you even existing? Like, you're... For all we know, you're kinda useless. Like, you're more worthless than the dirt at the bottom of my shoe. You are shit. Do I already have infinity? I think I already have infinity. I do, I have two... Oh, yes! I love that sound. Sound of death. I love the sound of death and suffocation in this game. Kind of. I love when they come to the portal and it just suffocates them. What's my favorite type of villager? Guess now. Hey, Michael. Look, guys, I'm getting ready for the nuclear apocalypse. I'm ready for World War III, guys. We're good. I'm ready for nuclear war. Got a ton of bottle caps. I like glass Coke as a small commodity. I drink one every couple of days. He's probably sleeping. If he's in North America, like I believe he is, he's definitely like taking a nap. I really want a diamond hoe, but I'd rather go and save myself diamonds and then go and make a toolsmith. That is what is known as heterochromia dysplasia. Hetero, different. Chromia, color. Dysplasia, display. Different color display. A rare condition within humans, but sometimes common in cats where both eyes are different colors. Hunter was literally on just last night. Like what? See, look how many carrots I'm getting. 45. I remember when I made a carrot farm so large, like it was a manual carrot farm, right? Oh, bye, see you, man. And sharpest up. Bye. Efficiency for breaking blocks, because they're now used to break blocks, if you don't remember. I remember when I created a farm for carrots so big that I destroyed it because I could not stand replanting it. I am not joking. I could not stand replanting this farm, so I just demolished it. It didn't even last that long at all. Oh my god, I hate replanting too. It's horrible. Would rather rupture my appendix. Oh, look at that. We got materials for books in here. Okay, I know this sounds like it's gonna come out of nowhere, but speaking of like appendix and pain, if you had to ask me what is the worst way to die, I'd answer radiation poisoning. Radiation poisoning is the shittiest way to die. I mean, with burning, it gets it over with. Drowning, it's horrifying. I think I'd rather rupture my appendix than drown. Oh no. Radiation poisoning is horrible. Because your skin peels from your body, you're overwhelmed with pain and fatigue. Your body literally shuts down, and fortunately one. By the way, here's what's scary, is that radiation poisoning can have a latency period, and you'll feel like you're getting better, and you are kind of rebounding, but then after you feel this sudden relief, it comes back and hits you even harder. This guy, like Osauchi, who got exposed to an extremely lethal dose of radiation and survived 83 days in the hospital before having to be euthanized. No, not him. This dude, like the radiation, it killed his blood cells. It killed his white blood cells. That means a common flu infection or a very mild case of COVID to us would kill him within an hour. And you might be wondering, oh, do surgery. Nope. If in severe cases of radiation poisoning, it destroys the blood's ability to clot. So if you make one little cut on him, you would bleed to death. And that's why radiation poisoning absolutely sucks. It really does. Probably AIDS sucks. If I'm not wrong, doesn't it kill you like slowly over time? It slowly shuts you down. And that's just scary to me. The fact that it doesn't do it quickly, it just does it. It takes its time. It tortures you. But yeah, I'm definitely dying on the hill that radiation poisoning is the worst way to die in history. It is a horrible way to die. It is one of the, I mean, it literally shuts down the body. And the problem is that can't we cure AIDS? And can't we like treat it? With radiation poisoning that's so extreme, there is almost no way to treat it. Like, this guy had some cells from his sister that was donated to him, and the radiation was so bad in his body that his body just killed his sister's brand new cells. Yeah. Like melanoma, if I'm not wrong. Melanoma, again, is a very aggressive cancer, usually formed on the skin. Oh, hey, at least you're dying with honor. I remember I played Minecraft in real life a couple of weeks ago or months ago. We dug this giant ass pond in our property, and I went to go survey at the bottom, and we found trace amounts of coal. Like, deadass, we actually found coal on our property, and I started mining for it and digging, and I was able to dig a little bit of it up before eventually it was submerged by water. Honestly, you know what Appalachia is, Pinecone? It's basically where Virginia is. Virginia and Pennsylvania through Appalachia is extremely rich in coal, or at least it was until they mass mined it. That valley is so rich in coal that there is a town called Centralia, Pennsylvania. It is still burning to this day. Some doofus, like basically Centralia was this town, and it is this town, right? And it was a coal mining town. It's basically like in the United States, we have these like little economy towns, like a railroad town or a gold rush town. The problem is with these towns that when the economy, when whatever they're mining, oh, that's a lot of coal. When whatever they're mining is depleted, like the coal is gone, the town will die and shrivel up and turn into a ghost town. Centralia was abandoned for another reason. Centralia was home to a very large coal mine. And of course, we don't have to explain it. Coal can be burnt, and it can be used to boil water to make it into steam. Steam is mechanical energy, can push a turbine, can make electricity. So, well, when you mine out the coal, you don't get every single bit, right? Because if you were to kind of get every single bit, it literally collapse the mine shaft and kill workers inside. So what happened, when they were mining, they abandoned these mine shafts that still had a little coal in them. Well, there was this pit that was an abandoned mining pit, and they used it for a dump, right? Well, somebody dumped a ton of garbage down there. They lit it on fire, and this fire spread into the abandoned mine shafts, and that fire was started in 1960. It is still burning today. It is still burning. That fire has been burning for like 60 or so years, and there's people saying it will burn for another 100 or so more. This fire will literally be burning if I die of old age. Yeah, so they basically effed up the town. Because now, when you burn all this stuff in the mine, it produces a lot of toxic gases. And so therefore, there were sinkholes where this little boy fell through, but luckily, this boy was rescued. He did survive the ordeal, but this was a giant wake-up call to the town to basically get out. The entire town was devastated. People were forced out of their homes as toxic gases and sinkholes became a threat within their community. And so forth, Centralia was permanently abandoned. Centralia is actually the inspiration for the Silent Hill movies. Not the games, but the movies. Not to be confused with Centralia, Illinois, which is a town. I know, we Illinoisans, we have a Centralia. I love this song. By the way, if you guys want to know what song this is called Crescent Dunes. So like search up Minecraft Crescent Dunes, and that's what the song is. It took me a little bit of time to find it, but yeah, Crescent Dunes. I'll help you. I'd help you out there. Asbestos was known as a wonder material. It was very lightweight, cheap, and extremely heat resistant. Unfortunately, we discovered... I don't think so. Unfortunately, asbestos, we now know it causes cancer. Like mesothelioma, I think that's what it's called. By the way, if you ever hear the word meso, it means middle. So for example, Mesoamerica is like Mexico, Guatemala, yada yada. Yeah. Radium is another one of these quote-unquote miracle materials that used to be well known until we figured out that radium is extremely carcinogenic and toxic to human health. I am more scared of radium than uranium, because radium is a lot more radioactive than uranium. And if it gets in your body, it never leaves. It stays forever. And there is nothing you can do to remove it. Goodness gracious. Can't hear anything with this headset on. Goodness gracious. And dude, by the way, Pinecone, have you ever heard of the radium age? Or anything called the radium? Can you don't? Okay. I'm actually somewhat pretty qualified, in my opinion, to say this. People wonder, what the hell is a demon core? Demon core refers to a piece of plutonium that was actually supposed to be used for the core of a thermonuclear bomb. Actually, no, not a thermonuclear, it's a fission. No, what? I'll tell the demon core. So, the demon core, of course, is made of this thing called plutonium. Plutonium is what we call transuranic. Transuranic refers to an element that is after uranium. These elements are usually not found in the Earth's crust. They're very rare and very hard to make. Plutonium is extremely good at creating nuclear bombs because 130 pounds of uranium was all it took to take off or take out Hiroshima, and only about, what, 13 grams of plutonium is what it takes to eradicate Nagasaki. Or my fist of plutonium is all it took to wipe Nagasaki off the map. My fist. Let that sink in you. A piece of plutonium smaller than that Lego wind turbine box is all it took to wipe out a city and tens of thousands of innocent lives. Let that sink in. The energy density of plutonium might be said. 5 grams can kill you. Anyway, you wanted to hear about the demon core. Well, it throws off these things called neutrons. How fission works is that if a neutron hits an atom, that atom will explode into pieces, it'll send out more neutrons, and it'll hit more atoms, and they'll send out more neutrons, and it'll go over and over. This creates heat. If you do that so fast, it makes it go supercritical. And when it goes supercritical, it releases a ton of radiation. I mean, a lot. Like, even standing close to it within a blink of an eye is a death sentence for you. Almost no ifs, ands, or buts, it is a death sentence. Well, tungsten carbide is a material that we can use to reflect neutrons. Now, this guy was basically tickling the bear of a tiger when he was doing this. He was placing the tungsten carbide bricks very close to the core when the dumbass slipped, and he put one brick on, and it reflected so many neutrons back into the core, it sent it supercritical. So he took his hand and he moved the brick out. Honestly, yeah, that was suicide that he did that, but honestly, that was brave. It needed to be done. He needed to take that lid off. Now, the second incident happened when this guy, of course, we all know. By the way, I feel so proud of myself because I knew about the Demon Core incident before it got memed. He took a screwdriver with a beryllium hemisphere on it. And the thing is that it was reflecting neutrons. Now, the problem is when the hemisphere shut, it would make it go supercritical. And it would make the core so radioactive, it sent out a blue light called Cherenkov radiation. And if you ever see a blue light with radiation, and you're near it for about 1 second, yeah, you're cooked. Like, if you're, like, point blank, you're cooked. Like, just, it's over for you. Like, sign your will, you're done. You're done. You're dying. Now, anyway, this dumbass was trying to be impressing people. He was trying to, like, you know, kind of tease the core. Well, the idiot slipped his screwdriver, the hemispheres collided with each other, and it caused the core to go apeshit and go pissed. Very quickly, the man removed the lid, radiation measurements. That man would perish only 3 days later. I think, that was it, the second guy took, like, okay, was his name, I think, was Lewis Lawton. Lewis Lawton. I think that's what it was. Is that what his name was? Died died 30th of May, 1946. After the second incident, the Demon Core was melted down and it was stored in the United States nuclear arsenal. I don't know what happened to it afterwards, but it's safe to say that it probably was reprocessed into another core. Basically, that core could have been used for another nuke that would have been dropped onto Tokyo. And needless to say, if it was dropped on Tokyo, I mean, yeah, I know it was dropped on Nagasaki, that was bad, but can you imagine, like, you know, Tokyo? That's a huge city. Go into Google Earth, go explore Tokyo. I mean, it's probably a bit smaller than, it's a little bit bigger than it was back then, but just, can you imagine the amount of human life that would be lost? Like, that would be, I mean, whether what side you're on, that's still tragic. That would be a horrible loss of human life. Man, I'm very amazed and impressed how nukes are, but honestly, if I had complete control over this world, I would say disassemble them. Or, I know it sounds crazy, but keep them around in case, like, what if aliens exist and we have to nuke them to hell? Unless they pull some sort of Mars attack stuff, where, like, they try to nuke the spaceship and Mars attacks, but they literally open up a cone and it sucks in the nuclear, like, fire, and they get high off of it. I'm not joking. So, you want to know what's scary? Russia and the United States are reported to have owned a whopping at least 1,100 nuclear warheads, more than enough to obliterate the Earth. Honestly, you don't even have to nuke the entire Earth. All you gotta do is target every single individual city on Earth, collapse civilization, and it's done. Yeah, if the demons pull up, yeah, we may need a couple nukes. But honestly, you know what really scares me more than a nuclear apocalypse is a Grey Goo. Grey Goo is, in my opinion, the most scariest apocalypse that isn't like a space apocalypse. So, like, take meteorites hitting Earth or supernovas exploding Earth. Take that out, right? Like, man-made disasters, including nukes and maybe, like, even fictional ones, like nukes and zombie apocalypses. Grey Goo is the absolute worst, scariest, worst-case scenario you can imagine. Gray goo is the effect of a nanorobot or a robot consuming biomass, replicating, consuming more, and so everything on Earth is effectively gone, leaving Earth to be just a floating rock, a lifeless rock in the void of space. And if you don't know, you might not know this, you may know this, but that's actually the apocalypse behind the famous game Horizon Zero Dawn, where robots officially mass replicated and drove Earth to physical extinction. In my opinion, I feel like honestly there's few things that could really stop the Pharaoh plague. Like in my opinion, I kind of want to have a discussion, like, right? What if you pit the... Oh man, I don't know if there's anybody here. What happens if you pit the Pharaoh swarm against the demons from Doom? And at first point, you might be saying, demons would probably maybe slaughter every single robot, right? But here's the problem. The Pharaoh swarm replicates very fast. In fact, Operation Enduring Victory was reported to actually have slaughtered these Pharaoh robots, but the problem is that they manufactured themselves way faster than they could be killed. 2, they can't be hacked within a 50-year radius. Basically, if you can't kill them in 50 years, consider yourself dead, because they take 50 years to hack using polyphasic entangled waveforms. 3, they consume biomass as fuel. Although it's not their primary fuel source, if left unfueled by human operators, they will consume biomass. And guess what? What is the demons of hell from Doom? Literally endless amounts of biomass. Meaning that all the demons would be doing is just providing endless amounts of fuel. Unless the slave titans were used, I honestly think that the demons wouldn't stand a chance. Also, you gotta realize that the Pharaoh swarm did have Titan-class robots, and at the time that the games take place, there was reported at least 1,000 to 1,500 Titan robots that were used to manufacture endless amounts of swarm droids. Honestly, in my opinion, bias aside, by the way, I like both games equally. I feel like the Pharaoh swarm would probably win against the demons from Doom. I mean, if it started from 0, they wouldn't have a chance, but if they, like, at full force, or even at, like, a tenth of their force, if they went against the demons of Doom, they would probably eradicate them. Because, again, these are robots that require biomass, and then, I mean, demons are literally just endless biomass. As General Harry's would say it, chucking him into a meat grinder. That'd be a cool scenario. The Pharaoh Swarm versus Doom's Demons. Give me a second. I need to search up Chunk Base. Do I have Chunk Base favorited? And the reason I think like a Pharaoh swarm is scary is that, again, like a nuke, life can kind of survive after it gets nuked. Although it'd be a little bit harsher. Is that cat wagging its tail? I don't know. Like, life can kind of survive after a nuclear or zombie apocalypse, but with the Pharaoh Swarm or Grey Goo effect, there is no survival. There is no chance. Unless you preserve, wipe out the robots, or, you know, shut them down, and then, you know, and restart. Because how Horizon did is, spoilers, what they had to do is they had to actually everything went extinct. They shut them down. Because the problem is, if they had to not only shut them down, but they had to activate their kill code. The problem is the robots would actually hibernate, and they would shut down, but they would still remain at a state that if they detected any biomass, they would awake, find it, consume it, and go back into hibernation. So even though they all hibernated and stopped working, if one little bit of life was detected, they would destroy it. So they had to be shut down. Give me a second, I need to enter my seed. The reason I want to enter my seed is that I want to see if I can find a mine shaft. Now, oh, you want to go there for loot, you might be thinking. Yes, but there's also one more thing I want to go in there for. Monster spawners. Nice. Now, monster spawners are very good for one reason, or mine shafts are for one reason. Monster spawners can spawn in groups. At least on Java, I found a group of 4 spawners within, working distance of each other. They're extremely efficient spawners, and I can make very good farms out of them. Problem is, taking one over would take me some time. There's a mine shaft. Let's see, closest mine shaft. I can locate one. -4, 5, 6. -1, 3, 6. Hey guys, you want to see something magical? Want to know why chunk base is amazing? What if I told you? Hopefully, I don't know what you said, but hey, have a nice one. I need XP very, very bad. Oh, hopefully you get views. Well, I've actually been doing pretty good at that. Thanks for helping. Hey, go thank yourself. That's your reason why I get views, honestly. Now I could dispose of all these azalea plants and moss blocks, but I'm not going to do that because I'm very conservative when it comes to resources and not too political views. Because guess what? I love conserving every single resource I have available to my hand. I hate, even though it may not seem like it, I do not like to waste. Because wasting is annoying. If it can be put to use, it will be put to use. This clay can be reused for terracotta later on. should have saved these. Watch this, guys. One of my plans was to do this. Look at all these clay blocks. Good thing we're using a shovel with silk touch on it. Wow. There's any mending on this. I might build some, like, what's it called? Some preliminary farms, like some really, like kind of like thrown together farms. Not like extremely cheap, but like ones that are cheap and I can easily disassemble. Look how much clay we're generating. We need dripstone leaf. We need a dripstone piece. There's a bunch of dripstone caves to my east with a ton, I mean an absolute ton of freaking mine shafts. all like badlands and deserts. Dude, the east of my location could be just bathed in gold. We're talking endless amounts of gold. Gross. I know we have feather falling. The other thing is we have them break out. We have them breaking, thorns, and mending. All we need to do is just get protection. I'm honestly contemplating just getting another villager for protection. If I had a protection villager, I could make every single minimum piece of armor. I'm going to do my helmet first since I have prot 4. We need to get protection. If I get protection, I'm good. I have feather falling, I believe. There's feather falling right there. And there's aqua affinity. I can put that. That's for my helmet. I need also resp 3 for my helmet. And I also, for my boots, I also need depth strider. I really want to go take that freaking thing. I really want to go take that like vine shaft. I'm pretty decent at taking stuff. That little island reminds me of my little island in my other Minecraft survival world. I really, really want armor though. But we made myself a loop. You know what? F it. I have enough iron. Just make myself some more iron armor. Simple as that. I don't think I'm gonna be doing too much tonight, or too much more tonight at least. Yeah, we have enough food. I just gotta be really careful. Don't be cocky. I usually take mine shafts. I'm pretty decent at taking mine shafts with like little armor. That's projectile protection. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna make myself some wood. I'm gonna go get some myself some wood for ladders, and then I'm actually gonna go definitely wait the night out or sleep and wait till day. Because honestly, I think our biggest hurdles is establish XP farm. We got two ways we can do this. We can get villagers, which is a little bit harder, or I think honestly, if I can, I really want to get a good spider farm. Because I did it on my Java playthrough, and oh my gosh, it is so worth it. It took me like 2 days, or like a day, on an entire like freaking day to construct it with my current like setup I had at the time. But oh my, it is so worth it because you get so much XP. Now again, I feel like, again, Java is going to function differently to Bedrock. I'm 100% confident with that. From playing the game for years, I just know how that's going to function. Better get some saplings to replant these trees with, because I don't want them to drive me extinct off my island. $32, multiply it by 3, so about 90, so I can do about 96 blocks down. Well, you know, I feel like I'm honestly just gonna dig over to it. I don't have a dug path over there. My problem is that sometimes it shows a mine shaft and it's a very small chance to be a dud. Probably like a 1 in 10 chance of being a dud. Yay! That'll probably repay me back a little bit for my iron I spent on my armor. You need to have a good pickaxe, right? It's negative 616, so it's a little bit of a ways away. I'd say there's no way we have been that far. I forgot. We actually have to go down. You know, I really just did it. Like I literally just went. I did the downturn thing. Yeah, I know. I'm very close to the surface because. Oh. Screw you guys. If it's either what's gonna happen is that we're gonna be right above it. Very rare chance we're gonna be right below it. We're definitely gonna have to be right above it. We're so close. At least we have a good pickaxe that can be fixed. Hey. Let me go into a mine shaft. Help no mines if I mine some stuff along the way. I love Crescent Dunes. The soundtrack. Ooh. Mine some coal, not only get some coal, get some XP from it. I love that sound of boom. Ready, watch. The sound of when you have they collect so many pieces of items that it just yeah. Let's say 2 blocks. Let's say be surprised if we produce only 2 blocks from that. Okay, so this could be a dud. Hope it's not. That's nice to hear. Weird, just a random gap block missing. I don't think I've really ever encountered that much before. Deep slate. I remember, because this is my other world. I have no fall. I have no feather falling. So... Oh, I thought that was like way harder fall than it actually was. Ooh, exposed diamonds. Hell yeah. I'll take. Confirm. Now, you do have a confirmed mine shaft. So in that case, if we go down, we should end up in like that dirt room. Or like that one like little central chamber. Of course, there's a creeper. Oh. Good news and bad news. The good news is it's in deep slate. We're gonna get diamonds, most likely. Bad news, it's in deep slate, which means if we do have to do projects, which we probably will, what's gonna end up happening is that we're gonna have to dig a lot of deep slate, which means that it's gonna take a bit more time. And yeah. I honestly think what I'm about to say goes without saying, but I'm gonna have to deal with these cave spiders, so I'm gonna definitely have to take a bit more caution. As they have small hitboxes, I can be overwhelmed easily. However, I do have a really good sword, and I can butcher them mercilessly. I'm not going to spend too much time down here. Probably not today. I do want to end my stream soon. Yep, here I got diamonds. Ooh, that's a good drop. Oh yeah, I actually keep the rails. That's a good drop. Got gap hole. I was like, push this to indicate that it's been looted. Ooh. I'll go back and get the other diamond later. What? New sounds? Very tempted to actually... get them. Ooh, good diamond junk. Oh, hell. I think that's a double. That's a chunk border error. Oh, I was. There's two of them right next to each other. Hell yeah. If I didn't have diamonds for anything, or if I didn't have enough diamonds to do it what I wanted to do, I have them now. I can make another suit of armor, which is probably what I'll do. Make more pieces of armor and combine them. You never try to use books. I'll try to use books, but if I can't, I'll default to using armor. Ooh, good. We can kill in one shot. At least we're going in here with a sword that can one-shot these spiders. Hopefully we can find some of these spider spawners that are close enough to each other. The good thing... Maybe on my other spawn I got lucky. Nice! They buff diamond spawns and mine shafts? I'm only on negative 34. Probably most like negative 40 is how far I'm going down. And I'm just finding just loads of diamonds. There's probably a baby zombie up there. That what I think it is? Disarmed. Yep, it is. Hell yeah, we got a zombie spawner. And another nice gapple. Like a normal, just, you know, run-of-the-mill gapple. In here, I'll take that coal. I'll definitely take that spare bucket, though. Always good to take a spare bucket. And a little gunpowder won't hurt. Actually, I'll put that there. I'll be back for it. That's a dead end. This is a dead end. You want to check because they can actually also go to the second floors. I love mine shafts. We're encountering relatively little resistance. I haven't gotten hit once so far. Jesus Christ. God damn. Gonna give me a heart attack. I don't know why I got scared of that. Maybe I hit volumes too though. It is extremely common to see these mine shafts burn down. At least good portions of them burned down. I think anybody can agree with what I'm about to say. The biggest fear of every player in the mine shafts is a creeper hiding behind a corner of one of these, right here. Imagine you poke around and you see a creeper just, bam, gone, done, over. If you don't have adequate armor, that is. Wow. Whole half stack of torches just chilling out in this chest. There's a 1 in 70 chance every time you open one of these chests, or usually 1 in 70 chance that an enchanted gapple will spawn. Nothing down here. Right over here, another lava spring. I just want to go down this way because this area looks like it's shorter. Just sweep this area. Yeah, there's a mine shaft thing. There's a ooh, iron. Not bad. I love iron. Even though if you have diamonds and netherite, you always take iron. Iron's just, even if you're not using it for armor tools or anything like that, it's just so versatile. Rails, armor tools, yes, I know I said if you have good armor tools, you don't need it. Bam. Another normal gapple. I will take that. Got 3. Again, I can craft it myself, but any gapple I get, it saves me some resources. Yes, it's gonna be like one of those areas where there's like two. Please tell me it's one of those tunnels where it has like two of them in it. No. Hmm. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Another normal gapple. Love to see it. We have 4 normal gapples. Unenchanted gapples. Just. Ooh. Let that guy climb up in this area. No way. Ooh. One. That's fine. Ooh, yes! A disc. Surprised it took me that long to find a disc. I might explore other mine shafts, see what I got. I might go on like another creative world and like do this seed and see if I can find spawners. What if I can get lucky like I did in my Java world, have them all clustered? Even if I got 3, that's all I got. Alright guys, I'm gonna go. See ya. Have a nice one. If you liked what you saw, feel free to sub. I want to get 18 subs by the end of the year. Yeah, see ya.